Hi guys, today I'm going to share something about the routing information protocol. Routing information is the protocol is a kind of dynamic routing protocol. So initially we can see that what is the difference between the static and dynamic routing protocols. Um, so in the scenario we can see that there are five routers are there: A, B, C, D, and E. So, in the case of static routing protocols, if this router A wants to communicate with the router E, there are two different routes are there. So we can say that A, B, C, E, and A, D, E. So in the case of static routing protocol, some administrators will be there. They will be configure the best route, so that if that administrator finds this ABCE is the best route, then the traffic will pass from ABCE. So if he is configured the next hop is ADE, then what will have the traffic will pass us from here to here. So this is a one scenario, in the static routing. In the case of any link failures or something, what will happen? There is no alternate path will come up immediately. The administrator has to get configured the next path. So till that time it will be on the down state. So in the case of dynamic routing protocol, it is less secure, but it is having good convergence and reconvergence. Automatically it will converge and it will automatically reconverge also. So that is one of the advantages with the dynamic routing protocol. So in the dynamic routing protocols, it will find out the best route to reach here. Various methods will be best routes will be find out with various methods. In the case of RIP, it will find out the best, the less number of hops to reach the destination. So for an example, this A, B, C, E has three numbers of there are yeah, three number of hops are there. But in the case of ADE, there are only two hops to reach its destination. So the less number of hops will find as a best route to reach the destination. So in this scenario, ADE will choose by the routers. Okay, the traffic will be passes from here to here. So that is one of the scenarios. In the case of uh, uh, routing information protocol, it will send out a periodic update every 30 seconds. I forgot to mention one more scenario here. Like in the case of if I have configured one more router here. Okay, if I configure one more router here and I have introduced one new path from here to here, like this one, and I have named it as if. Okay, so in this scenario what will happen, it has three routes now. So first route is nothing but A, B, C, E, and another one is A, F, E, and another one is A, D, E. So in this scenario, the AFE has there are two number of hopes out there to reach the destination. Here also two. In the case of ADE also three hopes to reach. So in the current scenario we have two best routes, AFE and ADE. So in this scenario it will load balance. load balance in the sense if I want to send 1 GB of data, the 500 MB will be passes from here to here like that. I'm not mentioning about the bandwidth, I'm mentioning about the packets in a round robin methodology. The traffic will be passes from the AAFE and ADA. So then we can talk about the timers. In the case of this, we have 4 timers are there. First one is update timer, invalid timer. Third one is flash timer, and the fourth one is hold down time. Okay, update timer is nothing but on every 30 seconds the link state information will be passes, not link state information, the router updates will be passes from A to B, and B's will be also send the data in between this. So this is usually happens on every 30 seconds. All the databases which are having information about other neighbors or those kind of stuffs will be passes here. Usually the update timer will be having one what we call the packet format is like okay, command version must be 0 address family IP address. These fields are currently not as 0, and the metric will be also there. Okay, I initially said like the metric will be marked as hop counts in the sense of in case of read. So the command is nothing but um, one command field will be marked as 1 if it is in the case of request. 1 is request and 2 is response or reply. In the version there are two versions are there, version 1 and version 2. In the case of version 1, what is happening, there are version 1 will support only the class full networking, which means it will not support the VLSM. That's one of the reason, and there is no security because of there are no authentication support on this one. And then the last one is nothing but yeah, it's a broadcast address. All the information which this B wants to transfer will be sent via the broadcast address, which is 255.255.255.255. That is the broadcast address it will be using. In the case of version 2, it is supports the VLSM and it will support the authentication also. And for sending the information, it will use us one address which is 224.0.0.9. It uses this address, and the address family these things will be marked as 0, and IP address will be mentioned here, and the hops, number of hops will be marked here. And also if it receives information about the C, it will mention those information also here. So that's all about RIP as of now. Then I think I didn't missed anything. Like, yeah, that's about the update timer. Okay. So in the invalid timer, what happens if a link goes down? In this case, the ADE is the best route. So if this link goes down, it will be how it will know. We will be knowing that link goes down is why, because there is no update from the D from the last 30 seconds, so that it will mark it is invalid, this route is invalid, but it will not converge here. It will wait for 180 seconds. Already 30 seconds it has waited for receiving 1 second, so that it will wait for another 150 seconds. So in this, and it will wait for, um, is there any if there is a scenario like that router or that route came up, okay, then it is fine. Or if it is not receiving, then it will mark as invalid. For 150 seconds, 180 seconds it will wait. If no updates are here, then it is marked as invalid. Then it will wait for another 60 seconds, and it will mark as flash time, time to flash. Like it will mention, yeah, the flash timer has started. Like it will, the flash timer, what will happen, this all the routing information will be deleted from its database routing table. So that will happen in the flash timer. Then we can say about the hold on timer. In the hold on timer, which happens at the initial stage of this routing. Like if we have two routers are configured by means of one RJ45 or something, one link we have configured. Then what is usually happens is, in the hold on timer is nothing but it will wait for 180 seconds for 180 seconds for getting an update from its neighbors. That is called the hold on timer. Then only it will update its own routing table and start forwarding the packets. Until that time, it will be in the hold on timer. So I think that's all from now today. And also I have one more update, like loop biodynamics mechanism. Those things I need to update. That I'll continue in the next video. Thanks.